All right, today we're going over the most vicious financial mistakes you can make, all in a tier list. If you want to support, like and subscribe right now because that would help me get bigger. Here we go. We're gonna start with streaming and just general subscription services. I'm probably gonna put this in. I don't know. Let's see, because here's the thing: one or two subscriptions isn't gonna hurt you that much, but you guys are so irresponsible with these. Like, you'll even forget about them. Like, people who forget about subscriptions are crazy, man. But it happens. It really does. And so, all they're doing is price gouging and all this. I wouldn't recommend having a bunch. Um, I'm probably gonna put it in unforgivable. And this is just too many. Like, all this is just too much. Every now and then is fine. But these are all like for, just really terrible, constant, habitual decisions. Not just like one time things. DoorDash. So, you know, DoorDash is just getting more and more expensive. Like, I don't know what it is, but I remember back in COVID and, I'd order something and it would be expensive still, but it wasn't to the degree today. I mean, I'm talking, dude, you're paying like $20 with all the fees and the tip on top of, the food. So it's honestly awful. Like, I'm probably gonna put it unforgivable because it's genuinely just, you never stop ordering. Like, you just order all the time. And those fees, if you have a car and you're fully bodied, like able bodied, you have no excuse. Just get up and go get it yourself, dude. I'd completely cut this out. Like, no matter what, I'm so close to any place if I need to, but I just cook at home. That's the easiest way to just, cut it out completely. Just cook at home, have stuff at home. So DoorDash is going unforgivable. I really want to put it in financial ruin, but we'll come back to it. All right, bro. General, like, just stupid, cheap consumer stuff like Labubus, dude. I'll put these more of like in a category of just fads in general. Like, you guys have to realize how fast this stuff dies out, like, completely, dude. 1 week it's Labubus and then everyone forgets about it. Like, I feel like it's already died. Like, I don't even see jokes about it anymore. So it's just this stuff can honestly go in unforgivable because it's just so disgusting. Like, really disgusting how people put everything into this stuff and then it just becomes landfill junk very shortly thereafter. So yeah, okay. Pointless fees like overdraft fees and stuff, interest fees, late fees. Like, this is another thing that disgusts me. Because you're literally getting charged just for being broke. Like, that goes for overdraft and interest fees. Yeah, you're literally getting charged for being broke and irresponsible, and that's the crazy part. That's why the poor is always taxed, guys. Uh, Way more. And lottery tickets are also, which we're gonna get into that, tax on the poor. But we're gonna put this. I don't. Man, this is a lot of unforgivable. Like, seriously. That's okay though. Um, Online fake gurus, bro. If you're out here buying courses, guys, everything's at our fingertips. Had to drink some water real quick. Everything is at your fingertips. Like, you have to realize you have ChatGPT, you have YouTube, which is more popular than ever, like, just always growing. Millions of hours of stuff uploaded every day. And you're over here buying some fake fucking online influencers course. Because here's the thing, guys, like, this is always how these people make their money. They don't apply what they actually teach. They just spit you some bullshit that you can find online for free, and they'll say, "Oh, this is how you do it. This is how you level up. This is the next step up." And it's all just a lie, and it's just for them to grift and get your money because you fucking fell for this $1,000 course of some alpha male saying he'll change your life. So I'm gonna put these in financial ruin because you can get really caught up in this kind of loophole in a way. Yeah, online gurus are really fucking bad. All right, college, bro. Like, ooh, here's the thing. College can be good, but it's overrated. You have to realize how many people are going into debt. It's literally normal to just go into life I'm not gonna say life ruining, but you're just going into debt for your whole life, and it's just normal. Like, you got 50-year-olds still paying back their student debt, and some people not even paying it. So it's honestly, and the thing is, the job market's so bad, and people are just getting laid off left and right, and college graduates can't find anything, and they're back working at the same McDonald's you work at. But the crazy thing is because, guys, look around you at your job. People a little older than you that how many of them have a college degree that are literally working at the same McDonald's you are? It's like, what is going on? Because you'd think, oh, he has a college degree, how could he possibly be working here? Well, guys, it's not the guaranteed American dream anymore. It's not. Like, we're in an era of kind of doing your own freelance, or doing something like that, like trying to get a way outside of college, kind of. And so I don't know, I feel like this is really financial ruin, because the student loans, like, they literally are with you for your entire life. Like, even though it's not high interest rates, it is still a heavy burden on your wallet. So yeah, I'm gonna put that in financial ruin, especially if you don't, like, this depends. Like I said, if you make the bad decision, you get a bad degree, you're still not getting the pay you need, and you're literally all the student debt working at Wendy's. That's a problem. But like I said, this is for the irresponsible decisions. Everything in moderation or planned is okay. But I'm talking about going to college to just drown in loans. So that's what I'm talking about. Not the good decision. Overpaying for car insurance. I'll put in small leak, because it's just something slept on. Like, I was just paying 170 for my car insurance, and I was only doing that for 6 months, and these guys started calling me from State Farm at $50 less a month. So I was paying 170, and now I'm paying 120 plus life insurance. That's cool. But it got my rate even lower. So every now and then, guys, I'd recommend shopping around for some better insurance rates, and it's saving me over $500 a year now, just like that. So those small little things, guys, they add up, and that 500 can be the difference of maxing out your Roth. You need the extra 500 at the end of the year. Bam, that's what that's for. And so, guys, there's these small little leaks that can end up making a big change, and not like the hugest change, but saving 50 a month, like, that's an extra 50 a month you didn't have before. Put it something. Yeah, guys, small leak. Overpaying for stuff for insurance when you can find better rates. And yeah, just small leak. Like, I'd put it in not bad, but I'd say it is a small leak. Because 50 a month isn't just nothing. Gambling, bro. Financial ruin straight away, guys. This is terrible, terrible, terrible. I've messed around with Roobet a little bit, like, just online. And like, I'm actually up on it positive, and that's from pure luck. There's no, and that's also because I was in these just degenerate servers of gamblers at one point, and they would just literally give me money. So, but that's neither here nor there. So, I'm talking, you're on this stuff all the time, and it's literally all you're doing so often, and you're not saving, you're not investing, you're just throwing it at gambling. Like, especially, because this applies to, like, sports betting and stuff too. Guys, this stuff it's not profitable at all in the long run. Like, I don't care. I don't think any sports bettors are really out here winning all the time. Like, you got, like, I've sports bet so much, guys, and I'm not the best at it, but I'm talking, I've never won a significant win on sports betting. And the reality of sports betting is that the odds are so, I think, even more against you than a game of blackjack, dude. Like, I'm talking, I would bet on these basketball games, and as soon as your player sprains an ankle, there goes your parlay. Like, you're not hitting, it's that one leg you needed, and it's just not hitting now because the dude sprained his ankle, or just the fact that they're rotating around so much. your fucking guy might not even end up playing at all. So, it's just crazy, the odds against you on sports betting, and, the returns are just minimal, and it's just not good at all. So this is financial ruin if you're, really in deep doing all that stuff. Getting the new iPhone and new tech every year, the new iMac or whatever every year, it's a huge mistake. I'm gonna put it in not financial ruin, it should be, but I'm just gonna put it under unforgivable to be generous. Yeah, guys, because the thing is getting the new iPhone every single year, like, you are just supporting the company that it just doesn't, I mean, they don't care, dude. They're just putting out whatever new slop that they know these people will eat up. If you're rich, fine, go for it, dude. But you have these people getting on monthly payments for it, and it's crazy just to get this new piece of tech that you already have. And it's basically doing the same thing, guys. The upgrades are so minuscule. It just makes it so pointless to just keep buying the new iPhone every year, and just to look like you're rich and all that, and you have the latest and greatest. But guys, they're squeezing you out of your money. Like, there's no significant changes except for maybe some new AI stuff. Guess what? Siri is still garbage. Siri has been awful for the longest time. Here she's going off right now. Fucking going off right now on my shit. But Siri is still awful, guys. Like, it's the big 25, and you guys are supporting this. So don't keep buying this. I have an iPhone 12. Perfectly fine. iPhone 12 works like magic, except for when it overheats, like the new iPhones still do. So, like I'm saying, it's just such a scam, guys, that so many people fall for. Still overheats, and Siri's still terrible. So what are you even paying for? Useless. Overspending on groceries and also wasting groceries. So I'll probably put this in, it's not bad. Like, here's the thing. As long as you're not shopping at that Erewhon place or whatever, you should be good. But I've noticed significant differences in just going to Aldi or something like that, because even Kroger and Publix now are considered bougie, which is insane. I heard someone call Publix bougie, and I was like, man, this, and they're not really wrong. It's kind of very expensive to buy things at Publix, and so you'll be overspending there, and also just letting food go bad in the fridge. Like, it's not a terrible mistake, but it is one of those really small things that kind of add up. I understand things go bad every now and then, as long as it's not huge. So that's why I'm putting in a not bad. Buying Temu slop. This goes for like Shein too. This small fast fashion, like, cheap stuff. I don't know. I really don't like it. It just all ends up landfill garbage, and it's cheap for a reason. The quality is awful, and you're just not in for a good time with anything on Temu. It's just a waste. I'll put on, man, I guess I'll put in forgivable because it adds up, but I don't know. I feel like we need some stuff for the other tier, so that's like a midway point. Getting a gato, a cat. I'll put it in forgivable mistake because, having a pet is good, but I feel like most pet owners are irresponsible, to be honest. You got to have your pet insured. You got to, buy, and that's the irresponsible part I'm talking about. Obviously, I hope every pet owner is feeding their pet, but, cat food, litter, the damage they do to things, they might knock stuff over, so you gotta account for that. So having pets is expensive, guys. This is for like early 20s and stuff, so, or just in general, but mainly towards younger people to know how to get ahead. So I'd say, when you're younger, hold off on getting a pet. Just wait a little bit, especially most people don't have any savings. So you have to be responsible and make sure if something happens to your pet, you'll have the money, and, you'll have the money and capital to afford it, be able to help. the pet without going into financial ruin, because a lot of people just overspend on animals, and it adds up for sure. It's like you're taking care of another little human. So okay, guys, yeah, that about does it. I hope you agreed that the course gurus, college, and gambling can definitely put you in financial ruin. I hope you agree with those. And I hope you enjoyed the video. So yeah, guys, like and subscribe, help me out, and yeah, we're gonna do this again. Hope you enjoyed.